7. Ejected following a scuffle in Minnesota Timberwolves Detroit Pistons game. This is that baseball game where all the fights were.
The baseball game that you were covering?
Baseball game we're covering. It might have been cold outside in Minneapolis on Sunday, but it was pretty heated inside the Target Center. 5 players and 2 coaches were ejected from the Minnesota Timberwolves Detroit Pistons game after a scuffle broke out in the second quarter.
You're out of here.
Head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Head coach got ejected?
Yes.
Yes.
This is where we need boots.
For the sports.
Yes.
Center Isaiah Stewart.
He's the culprit.
Forward Ron Holland the second. And guard Marcus Sasser were tossed out of Detroit with Minnesota forward Naz Reid and guard Donte DiVincenzo. Oh, and their assistant coach Pablo Prigioni were also lost for the game.
DiVincenzo, there's only one that you got wrong, I think.
I got it right yesterday, I think. With the Pistons up 39-30 and about 8 minutes to go before halftime, Holland fouled Reid while he was driving to the basket. Reid then pointed a finger at Holland. Oh, I guess you go here. Which led to DiVincenzo getting between the two. A skirmish started between the players, which spilled all the way to the first row of the crowd behind the basket. Refs and security were able to calm down the situation and assess the penalties afterward. Timberwolves would go on to win 123-104 after the game. Bickerstaff commended his team for sticking to one another. Obviously, things went too far. What you see if guys looking out for one another, guys trying to protect one another, trying to have one another's back, and that's that, Bickerstaff told reporters. Bickerstaff, who is the first-year coach for Detroit, added the team is frustrated after the incident and the loss.
Did you see the fans in the crowd where the fight kind of skirmished?
Yeah.
Were they fighting too?
No, they weren't fighting too, but none of them really looked upset.
Yeah, no.
Everybody, they were like, yeah, fight.
Oh, they love fights.
It kind of got out of control because, the guy pointed the finger at him, but when DiVincenzo gripped the guy up, because he grabbed him with both hands at the jersey, it was kind of like that was real out of control how he gripped him like that.
So he's on Detroit?
No, DiVincenzo is on the Timberwolves.
So the Timberwolf guy really kind of ignited the physical.
When he gripped him up, that was immediate. Everybody started coming over.
Oh, I love that.
Cleared the bench.
I think that we should let them fight. Don't you think we should?
No, that's hockey. Hockey's where you get to fight.
I want to see brawls on every single sport at this point.
Why?
Well, the last really bad brawl, right, was the Malice in the Palace, Detroit.
Detroit's always involved.
Yeah. And that one got really bad because the fans really got involved and the players were punching fans and it was out of control.
That's fantastic.
They should if they're going to fight with the fans, I think
fans should get involved.
Okay with that.
No holds barred.
Yeah, sell tickets for more money down there. That's the fight zone.
I think
pass out gloves, headgear.
Look, if you let these guys say, "Hey, look, we're going to let you fight," I bet you half of them, maybe even higher, they're like, "You know what? That's okay."
Yeah, no.
They back it off.
If it's allowed, no, I don't want to.
How
does this start a fight?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, you pointed at me twice, and I want to charge you.
There was probably some words. You just can't hear them down there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of smack talking in basketball.
There was a white guy and a black guy. There was probably some words that he didn't like.
Oh, they probably dropping some words. That hard R was probably flying around.
There was an exchange.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I remember there was a movie back in the day where, I got to figure out what it was. But he goes, "Hold me back." And he was acting like he wanted to fight somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And he needed somebody to hold him back. I feel like that's what happens here. It's like, oh, he grabbed me.
Is that Chuck and Larry?
What's that?
Chuck and Larry?
It might be.
Yeah, I think it's Chuck and Larry.
So,
that happens in a lot of movies. I think.
In the same scenario, right? It's like these guys know that it's not going to get too serious.
Right.
And then you bring on the real killers. Like you bring on 2 or 3 guys.
You have players that are just fighters.
Yeah. You know what, dude? You can't
ride the bench unless there's a fight.
You can't make a rebound. You can't make a shot. Right. You're terrible at assists.
You can throw a punch.
But here's what happens. If it goes sideways, I want you taking out the point guard. It's like, okay, no problem.
So the guy from Detroit, Isaiah Stewart, actually is banned right now from the NBA.
Indefinitely.
As of right this second, until investigation goes further.
From the fight?
From the fight.
Was anybody injured?
I don't think
Black eye, bloody lip, anything.
I don't think anybody was injured. The main guy that got fouled in the beginning was actually on the bottom of the pile when they went into the crowd. And then DiVincenzo was on the bottom while Isaiah Stewart was grabbing him. There's some pictures that are floating around right now that aren't that great because he's grabbing him in the lower section.
Ooh.
You can say penis. It's okay.
No square? He went for the no square?
Yeah, he went for it.
No square.
I mean, he was really dirty fighting there.
He grabbed him in his privates.
Hey, man, no holds barred. So that was DiVincenzo who went for the no square?
No, that was the one that got his no square grabbed. Isaiah Stewart was the one that grabbed him.
He went no square.
Yeah.
I would say that's banned indefinitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no dick grabbing.
There should be some, yeah, exactly.
That's the line.
There should be some integrity here in the fight. You know what I mean? Like,
Look, you can fight. Just don't grab me by his dick.
no shots below the belt. No biting. You know, I think
No
that'd be-
biting? Well, no,
Yeah, I don't want biting.
I'm not biting.
Because, it takes me back to Tyson. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That
the
whole
ear.
thing.
I'm thinking the ear when you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of the best things that ever happened to boxing.
Yeah, it is. We can bit that ear off.
I mean, but you could permanently maim somebody.
Yeah, Vander was mad.
Well, I
know-
can stick my thumb in your eyeball too.
Yeah, no thumb in the eyeball, no eye gouging. Like,
Yeah.
be reasonable.
Those are kind of hard things to remember when you're in the middle of it.
But who's fighting and says, I'm going to grab his dick?
Apparently, that Stewart guy or whatever his name is. I don't want to. I'm going to
Yeah.
grab his wiener.
You know what I'm going to do?
Right.
This will really injure him.
That's Sean.